Hello, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing so well. I love your style, actually, what you're wearing.
Thank you. Thank you. This is made as of 20 minutes before the show started.
20 minutes. So tell me about yourself and about your fashion line.
All right. So my name's Ebenezer. I am a designer. I started off with illustration first, and then I was like, let me see if I can like make clothes. And we made masks during COVID, and that was kind of like the first thing that I did because I was upset about the shortage of masks. I was like, let me see if I can make one. So I did that, and then from that, I was like, all right, I got back into fashion because I'd done it a long time ago, like Halloween costumes and anime and stuff. But then after that, I had time in the pandemic to like learn how to actually use a sewing machine. YouTube Academy, it's great, and that's how I got into it.
Wow. So tell me about your outfit.
All right, so concept culture style is inspired by Japanese fashion, like traditional Japanese fashion, with like a modern twist. Said in the show that I really like cyberpunk and like tech wear and things like that. And I would want to take like the functionality of things like tech wear and the sensibilities of Japanese clothing and merge the two together. So I have what we call like an obi belt, and it's just a belt, but it's good for your posture.
That's right.
So you can get health benefits from wearing the clothes too. But then I have an oragi, which is kind of like a kimono, but it's like a worker's kimono. So people on farms would wear these, and I thought that's kind of like the equivalent of our American sweatshirt. So seeing the connections between how cultures dress and like the utility and features behind them, and then using those concepts from different cultures to make cool pieces for people.
Surrounded by so much royalty all around me. Hi, can you introduce yourself and tell us about your brand?
Hi, my name is Anna Surya. I'm a designer, and my brand is Valentina Surya because that's my daughter's name. And I started just because of her, because she's so creative, and she said, I like this one, I don't like that, so can you do this for me? So she also made designs. So in the future, we're gonna see it.
So young designers. So I guess you answered my question about your inspiration, but tell me more about your brand and what it's all about.
It is about creating unique outfits for little girls because again, because of my daughter, I focus on little girls, but I can make for adults also. And I like to do everything.
Do you do a lot of dresses or do you do casual wear as well?
I do a little bit of everything. I do casual. I do actually for pageants, for beauty pageants. So every outfit that you can think, maybe I can make it.
Well, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you, all you lovely ladies.
Thank you for your time.
So I'm an artist from my childhood, and also I do exhibition a lot in this Prince William County gallery, this gallery. So after that I find that fashion is my actually from my blood. So each and dress I wear, people actually talk about that, and from that point I inspired by designing my dresses, and this is my first fashion show, and the theme is the spring flower and the color, the whispers from the natures, dancing from the flowers. That's my inspiration.
That's wonderful. And where do you see yourself in the near future?
I want to see in my New York fashion in Paris. Yeah, of course I want to see myself in that place. So yeah, I'll do more fashion and designing in coming fall season and spring season.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing so well. I enjoyed watching your show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Catherine, and my brand is Designed by Catherine. And I'm really inspired by letting a woman be a woman, as feminine as she want to be, with all the colors, and really letting her shine through.
I'm here with Cloud. Very impressive. I want to talk to each of you and talk about your experience and inspiration behind all this.
Yes, thank you. Cloud is actually a collective of artists. We believe that all different types of styles of fashion, just with alternative and punk and hip hop and such, should really work together the way that clouds do. And when we do, those ideas can come down the way the raindrops fall. And we can all just make art.
Yep, and Cloud is part of like the community. So we do a whole bunch of events with the community wise, and we incorporate the fashion, and we just love working with other artists as well. We do like collabs with other artisans and musicians and stuff like that, and it's very cool for the culture.
So Cloud has always been about innovation, moving culture forward. As being musicians, and in the hip hop range, we've always been this like streetwear, but also making like really comfortable clothes, you know, as comfy as a cloud. With doing this events and being part of like edutainment and running the space, having a clothing group first, it kind of inspired me to want to put on a fashion show, and then also to represent the community that we have here in Woodbridge, because I know there were a lot of other dope designers that I used to run into whenever we do pop-ups. So Cloud is really about building that umbrella and expanding it forward.
My name is Jocelyn Boyu, and I loved the experience. I thought it was so wonderful, so inclusive with the community. I especially loved all the lines, including Reflective Moonlight, and the line that I also modeled for was beautiful. I loved the experience.
You were really great walking. And what about you?
Hi everybody, my name is Ibrahim. Actually, I'm from Mauritania, and I started modeling since like 7 months now. I was walking down the street of Paris to Les Champs-Élysées, and everybody was telling me, "Hey, you should model. You look like a model. You have the confidence. You can do it." I was like, "Okay." And just right after, I did a book, my portfolio, and I learned how to walk. And now I'm a model.
Just like that? Well,
Like that.
we wish you lots of luck in this journey. It's a great journey to have.
Hi, my name is Christopher James. I am a model, but I'm also one of the guys who put together this event. So I am coming at it from a different perspective. I love seeing all the models engage with what we brought together today. This is the first time we've ever done something like this. I'm glad I could put it on, but also be a part. And that was the most exciting part about it. With that, I hope I see all of you guys, including you, again in our next show.
Hello, my name is Daniel Ara. I'm one of the photographers that were here today for the event. My experience was amazing. This was actually my first fashion show, so it was really exciting and it was a new thing for me. I remember when I started off photography, I would just have my classmates post for me after class, and that's how I started doing it on my phone. And now I do this professionally, so this was a good experience, and I look forward to doing this again and again.
We're so impressed with today's show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We are delighted to bring it to the county.
Thank you. And tell us about yourself and the inspiration behind everything that you do. And I know you do a lot more than just fashion, but also your fashion, of course.
Yep. Well, my work started in costume design. I went to school for theater, and I wanted to perform. But a long time ago, when I went to school, in order to perform, you had to learn to do everything. Set design, costuming, lighting, and all that. And now it's not so much. You can go to school for acting and nothing else. So I gravitated towards, building costumes, and I just started going out on my own and getting lessons in smaller things that I wanted to expand on. And so I realized at that point that, hey, I can do other things with this. I can actually make clothes for people that want to wear them every day. And so that's pretty much how this came into fruition. The first part of it was just to build this show, give it the theatrics that I thought it needed. Yes. So that's where it started, giving this show theatrics.
And tell me about your fashion line specifically and the inspiration behind that.
Okay. So I built some costumes out, and then I came along and actually added some pieces that were part of different shows that I thought about a show, and I said, I can make a piece for that show, and started building that way. And it came together as a collection because in the flow of the presentation, I started with costumes and then changed into, sort of streetwear, and then went to sort of the more elegant wear for men and women.
I love that. And what is your advice to young designers or people who are trying to get into this industry?
Do it. Don't stop. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. And persevere in all aspects of it. And if you don't know something, ask. Because there are people that are willing to see you thrive. And those are the people you want to gravitate toward.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's absolute
You inspired
pleasure.
me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure having you here.
Thank you. Hello, Rania.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing so well. I love that you closed the show.
Thank you so much for your coming, and thank you for everyone. It was a very hard day for me today.
Well, tell us what led to this day. What inspired you with your fashion line?
Actually, my story it's a little bit complicated. I love fashion since I was 9. I discovered this when I found my favorite skirt, pink skirt, become blue. So how I'm going to change this blue to be nice and I can wear it again. So this point I understand that I have to be a designer because I changed it from blue to pink to my favorite skirt again. I was 9. So I put it in my mind that I want to be a designer, but I kept going school, college and everything. I'm from Egypt. I grew up there. So in 2008, I said I'm going to start my own fashion passion. So I started as a stylist in the beginning, and then it goes very well in Egypt. And then 2014, I had to move to the USA with the Embassy of Egypt in Washington, D.C. It's a shift in career, politics, and everything for like almost 8 years. Then 2022, COVID and what happened, I decided to think more about the fashion. So I started. I'm doing everything with my hands, all the ideas, everything. I work on every simple detail in my stuff with myself. No one is giving me anything, only the love. The love of Egypt, the colors, the joy and the history of Egypt. This is what's give me the push.
The push.
Yes.
Thank you so much for inviting Dash Talents today to this incredible, one-of-a-kind event.
Absolutely.
The first of many.
Yes.
Woodbridge in Fashion. Woodbridge in Fashion. So please introduce yourself and tell me about this concept and your mission behind it.
Right. So Woodbridge in Fashion is really just an initiative to expose and bring forth an entirely new culture where it isn't. I mean, really, truly, there's just so much talent here, and we're in Northern Virginia, and we see it all the time where there's models traveling to New York and Richmond, and designers doing the same, going to New York for all their opportunities, and they live here. And that is something that we just see as something that can change and something that we can be the leaders in changing. Because why sit around and wait for someone else to do it? Because that's what's been done here, and it hasn't produced anything. So our whole entire initiative with even just not just Open Space Arts fashion department, but Open Space Arts as a whole, is to catalyze new initiatives in the arts. And fashion is a very, very important part of the arts. Really, when you wake up in the morning and you decide what you're going to put on, you are participating in a form of art and you don't even know it. You know, everyone walks around and says, "No, I'm not an artist. No, I'm not an artist." But do you think of the fact that you drive a car for what reason? Because you like how it looks and how it feels and the design on the interior and the exterior. Same thing with your clothes. You dress up to communicate something, whether it's to the world or to yourself, whether you want to have a certain feeling. And that is all fashion. It doesn't always have to be, couture or high fashion, but it is fashion nonetheless. And we want to create those professional opportunities for fashion right in this space.
And can we look forward to more of these type of shows coming up?
Absolutely. The group that we have just for this show, we let them know that they are an active part in building this. So we're handing the reins to them for whatever comes next. Now, we will be producing 2 shows per year ourselves, a spring and a fall edition. And obviously, as you know, spring, goes over, fall and winter, and, vice versa. So that's what we'll be producing on our end. But whatever these group of people that we have here today come up with, that's all of them.
It's amazing. So if local designers want to showcase their fashion, they can use your space?
Absolutely. And we want to take an active part in doing that. So not just having them come in and use the space, but we want to actually collaborate with them and see how it can work within our space and be more effective. So really looking at it from the standpoint of what we did with this show. So because we're always we know how things work in this space. And so when someone comes with an idea, which is what this space runs on, all we really do is say, okay, this is how you make it work in this space. This is what we'll do to help you. You need to do this, and let's make this happen.
Very cool. And any closing words for new designers, new models, or even local models who don't know how to break through?
Yes, so you guys are welcome here. I know that there's not a lot of opportunities and that it can seem very daunting. But there is a space, and I think we proved tonight that there is a space for you all to come and have a very real chance. I mean, we had some very important people who came today and, expressed that they were impressed with it. And these were, all in our local vicinity, and it's not what you would think of. No crazy big names or anything like that from our end, but at the same time, they still produce things that are just as impressive. And that's what we can offer just through collaborating with us.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Again, it was our honor to be here, and we can't wait to see more of these and participate in more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Same for us.